Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. You ready for the weekend?
That's Sal. He's making sausage and peppers. I gotta do some things. Don't ask so many questions, Sal. Don't worry about it.
Man, it's Thursday night, Friday Eve. By the time you see this tomorrow, it'll be Friday at lunch. If you're a Monday through Friday person like me, lunchtime you're on the downhill slide. Man, I'm looking forward to the weekend. Got a lot of great things coming on this weekend. Friday night, hanging out on Whiskey Wisdom for a little bit. We're going to talk about a pick we did with Westward, with the team on there. I know that the Bakers will be on there. I'm hoping some of the other team from Poor Decisions will be on there to talk about that. It is live. It is selling really fast. Very thankful for that. Look, there's a few states, and we're working on logistics for our next pick that aren't in that. And one of them is my state, Alabama. Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, they were impacted. So look, I did buy a few of the 2-packs. I picked up one for Randy, my Cajun friend. So I got one for him. You know, they're going to ship into Georgia, and then I'll pick them up from a friend in Georgia, and then I'll get them out to where they need to go. But I still have a couple more of those left. If anybody's interested in one of those states, let me know, and I'll let you know the logistics on it. Check it on me at echoesineternitybourbon@gmail.com. That's the first fun part. Second fun part is Short Barrel. Had a nice pick with them last Friday. Got some honey batches going on. There's something a little bit different on that. Still working through the process and when we'll understand when it's going to go out. But it's going to be very interesting, and I can't wait to kind of elaborate more. We have a meeting next week on Halloween to discuss it and where it's going to go to and things like that. But that'll, of course, be in all the Patreons first. We want to take care of the people that are supporting the channel. So anyone that's a Patreon of the Poor Decisions, you saw the Westward link go out. We want to make sure that we're giving you that opportunity since you're the ones that support us. So thank you very much for that. Patreon link is always in the description if you're curious. I've got free tiers too. There's nothing wrong with free. I always give away something free at the beginning of every month. So that's the fun part. Thank you for supporting me so much in the Patreon. I truly, truly appreciate it. Today, I've been meaning to get to this for a while. This is a Bardstown Discovery 12. This was gifted to the channel from Dan Shirey. Dan, thank you so much. And I'm sorry this has taken so long to get to it. But man, I can't wait to dig into this and review this. Got my Whiskey Weather sweatshirt on. A friend of mine, Chris, picked that up for me at 13th Colony was there. I'm telling you, they got some great gear. I even got the 13th Colony Double Oak t-shirt. That was cool as get up too, so I enjoyed that. But before we get into that, I had a mail call today. I want to see what we got here because I am excited. If this is what I think it is, we could be having a lot of fun with this soon. So let's see what we got. So I'm sure it makes for great TV sitting here watching me try to cut open this box, hopefully without cutting myself in the same process. So we'll see how this goes. One last. There we go. So this is supposed to have hopefully 2 bottles in there. And by all accounts, it has 2 bottles in there. Oh, yes. Okay. That one, that's the special one right there. Okay. Well, it's funny I say that one's the special one, but this is the one that I'm very interested in. This is a straight rye whiskey cask strength. This is a double gold Simpson coming in at 126.12 proof, 11 years old, Nashville barrel. Looking to try that. But before I bought that, the reason I went to the website, and luckily, and don't tell Matt from Whiskey Wisdom, he doesn't watch my stuff a lot, which is cool because then I could talk to you guys about this. This is a Nashville barrel, the handcrafted barrel-aged gin. It was aged in a barrel for 28 months. The cool part about this is Matt and I are doing a hazmat challenge in the future sometime. I've given him a bunch of hazmat samples. I'm going to have to send him this. And it's going to be something I just can't wait to see his reaction when it happens live because this bad boy is 182 proof. 182 proof. 91% alcohol in this gin, barrel-aged gin. So This will be a surprise for my buddy when he gets to pour that, and I'm sure he'll be surprised myself because I've got to drink it too with him. But at least I know what I'm looking at when I drink it. I know what when I'm face down that barrel. I know what I got. For him, it'll be a surprise. So let me get into this one right here. This Discovery 12. Let's see if I can see some of the specs on this thing here. So this is a Kentucky 14-year, a Kentucky 15-year, a Kentucky 10-year, and some Bardstown bourbon. Can't see how many years that one is. Boy, the eyes are failing on me. But this is supposed to, I believe, have a lot of rustles in it. And I'm excited about that. So let's get into this and let's look at this thing. Beautiful, beautiful dark color on this thing. A deep, deep brown on there. It's almost past that amber color. You're getting more of a dark brown on there. Nice oils working down the sides. If you can see the oils on that thing there. It's got nice legs running down it. What is the proof point on this one here? I didn't even look at that. That might have been important too. 100 and is that 15.2 or yeah, 115.2 proof. So it'll be right in that proof point that I tend to like, that 110 to 125 proof points. I kind of like them right in there. Of course, I drink stuff a lot higher, but and I enjoy them too. But that tends to be my jam. Is kind of right in there. Let's give this thing a nose. See what we got. Man, I get a lot of red fruits on this right away. I'm getting like a nice raspberry on the nose, which I really, really like. It's not overpowering, not a whole lot of ethanol in there. You get some of that nice oak that you get with some of the older whiskeys, as it's been in that oak for a long time and moved in and out of that barrel a bunch and contracted a bunch. I get a vanilla type, so I'm getting like a raspberry, vanilla, some oak on there. Let's see what this thing's got on the palate. Oh, wow. Even though I got that raspberry on the nose, I'm getting a lot more cherry on the palate. Very nice cherry. Got some nice spice to it. Good mouthfeel to it. Finish is really, really kicking up on the finish, which I really, really like. So I'm getting some of the oak. I'm getting a lot of the wood sugars through in here too. So this thing's sweet. On the nose, I didn't think it was going to be this sweet. On the palate, it is. Man, I got to look at the mash bills on these things. Because this thing right here is all heavy, heavy corn. But there's enough rye in there because I can get some of the rye on some of this. Some of it's 12 to 17% rye in the blend in here. But I'm really getting some of the rye notes that I really kind of like. I'm getting a little bit of that pepperiness going on. You're getting some of the kind of, not a grainy type of thing, but kind of almost like a bready type of thing that I like. So it's almost like a sweet pastry type of thing. Man, I don't know if you can see those legs, just the way that they're shimmering down that glass. This thing has got a great oily mouthfeel to it as well. There's certain pours that you want to kind of go back to right away and just kind of keep sipping on it. But this is one, and I almost like feel like I don't want to rush myself through the video because it just makes you want to sit there and enjoy it for a while. Finish is medium plus medium long finish on this, but it changes a little bit. It goes from that sweet to kind of a little bit of a peppery. To on the back, you're getting some of the oak. You're getting some of that breadiness from the rye a little bit. And you go from kind of the bitterness and the drying a little bit to kind of a salivating thing that's going on. So it just makes you want to say, hey, I want another pour of this now. Even though it's still finishing. Nice Kentucky hug down through the chest, not overpowering. Just a nice slow build. Really, really enjoying that part of it. I just got this beautiful kind of a caramel buttery note at the same time on that one. So that was really, really nice. Up front, I was getting a lot of sugars and a lot of fruits and a lot of the oak. But this one kind of changed it up on this one where I just got this smooth, buttery caramel type of thing going on right there. This has a lot of different things going on in here. And I'm really, really appreciating this. Dan, thank you so, so very much for donating to this to the channel. I haven't been able to find one sitting on a shelf around here anywhere. You got one for me. Of course, you see I've opened this because I want some other people to try stuff all the time. But this is my first chance to really sit down and explore it and talk about it. So I've had a little pour, but I didn't really, I just had a pour. I was just sipping on it, enjoying it. Sometimes you just do that. Now I'm kind of getting a little bit of a candied note going on there. So I'm getting some good wood sugars in here. I'm getting some nice oaks in here. Got some cherry in here, got some caramel in here, got some butter in here. I'm getting some nice spice in here, getting a little bit of pepper in here. A lot of things going on in here, and it finishes very, very nice. And it almost forces you to sit back and say, wait a second, I'm not done. Don't take another sip yet. And I like that. I like when you find a bottle that just kind of makes you sit there and go, we're going to take our time on this. We're not going to rush into anything. We're going to enjoy this pour. We're going to enjoy what it takes to make this pour. So fun part about that. Man, I don't know what you guys got planned this weekend, but I'm going to go visit the daughter and my grandkids. I'm excited. So Friday night, of course, me hanging out on Matt's. Saturday morning, going to visit the grandkids and my daughter. Looking forward to hanging out with them and just having a good time. Another transition on here. I'm almost getting this almost like it's a deep candied type of an orange. I got the candied earlier, but now it's kind of an orange going through there. So lots of different fruits that I'm getting on there. The raspberry on the nose, on the palate, I'm getting the cherry and the orange. A lot of great things. Look, I am excited about this. I am so thankful for this. Glad my week's about to wrap it up. I hope you guys are about to wrap up your weeks. If you do, I'm hoping that your last day of work, I hope it goes by fast. I hope you're successful in everything you do and you bring great energy to your teams and they bring it right back to you. Look, once you get that off time and it slows down, that dial, I just hope it just slows down for you. I hope it just doesn't blow by and you don't get to enjoy the time that you have. Rejuvenate yourself, take care of yourself first because you can't take care of others till you take care of yourself. So spend some time re-energizing yourself, but then get out there and have fun with your family, your friends, make new friends, reach out to old friends that you haven't talked to in a while. Ask them some questions you've been wanting to ask them. Sometimes we get so into the I should know this thing about somebody or I should know this that we're afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid. That's always a learning process with people. You're not going to know 100% about anybody all the time, but don't be afraid to explore a little bit. Look, if you happen to be working the weekend, man, I hope that when you do get that off time, or woman, when you do get that off time, that you will relax and enjoy and have a good time for yourself. Like I said, always take that time for yourself to rejuvenate so you can do the good things. But remember, that off time is the most important time. We work to live, not live to work. So enjoy that time so that you can actually live. Have a great time with it. Look, if nobody else told you today, I hope you have an amazing day. Cheers. God bless. Thank you all.